how's it going? It is Fangs, and welcome to a completely different style of channel that you do not normally see on my first channel today. So, you guys knew, I told you about it on my second channel. If you haven't checked out my second channel, what's happening on this channel today is kind of like a sneak preview of the type of things that you can find on my second channel. My second channel is loaded with different stuff when it comes to app games. If I'm gonna play Call of Duties, all kinds of, it's just called Fangs Play. So it's all other stuff, not to mention vlogs. If I can't do like up-to-date, you guys know I'm on Vessel. So if I can't do up-to-date vlogs on my main channel, I'll put them on my second channel, and I'm just gonna try to do like every other day uploads or every day if I can. Sometimes it might be a few days because I might be away, but my second channel. So I got invited out by EA and PopCat Studios to go try their new game called Bejeweled Stars. Now, this video is totally sponsored by Bejeweled Stars, and if you guys want to check it out, I'm gonna have a link to it in your description down below. And this is the kind of stuff that you will see on my second channel. Now, this is not in the way of your FIFA upload, so I know some people are gonna say, oh, why isn't this FIFA? Or whatever, you know, the normal stuff I put on there. Well, that is because I'm giving you a preview to stuff on my second channel. I have 2 videos like this. They will be second uploads for the day, so we'll have 2 uploads that day, which is a bonus upload, which is pretty sick. And you guys get to see a badass game, which I'm telling you, I don't normally like a lot of games. And when it comes to app games, like, I actually have to enjoy them to play them, and this one I do. So what an awkward way to start a video. I'm gonna start out with showing you this feeding a chicken option. Now, this chicken is a part of the game that they told us a little bit about when we were at the studios, where they used to call it, they didn't have a name for it when it first started out, so they called it Bejeweled Chicken. Now it's called Bejeweled Stars, and it's based all on stars, like constellations, different things. A star cat is like your main character of the game, and it's your typical match, I can't say typical, because that's not right. It's a match 3 game. They started out on Facebook, so if you used to play this was like the first match 3 game, and it was on Facebook, and they got big, and then came out Candy Crush, and now they're back, and they have a better than ever game, which actually catches my attention, which is hard to do, and you guys can kind of see the idea of what you're supposed to be doing right here. I'm not playing it. I'm not real time. Like, I would have liked to have done that when I was in the studios, but unfortunately, I had a lot of people around me, and it was too loud for me to do, like, real time. So on my second channel, normally you'd be seeing me with my iPad playing it. But the whole premise of it, as you can tell, is you want to match at least 3 of the stones. Now, you can do more than that. You could do 4, and it gives you, like, a firestone, which you can see kind of popping up right now, which actually is a lot better, because in this one, this is, like, the very first level. This is your very basic level. So you're just trying, like, your whole objective is to just try to get rid of 19 stones in general. So you're going to want to have to get them in a row. If you see 2 purples, and you have a 3rd purple above it, you want to drop the 3rd purple on it, and so on and so forth. Now, if you get 4 in a row, say you get 4 greens, and it's just, like, straight down or straight up, or if you get them in a square, because you could have like 2 greens on one side and just like a green sitting over here ready to move over, then you can have a firestone. And a firestone, if it actually links up with everything else, creates amazement. And the stuff that you can see right now, the audio on this game, I wasn't like imagining that I would be really into audio on any type of game, but the audio on this app game is insane. I 3-star that one, by the way. It's because I'm just a badass. But moving on, so you get a 3-star, a 1-star, a 2-star, a 3-star. I can't live with a 1-star. Like, I have to redo it till I get a 3-star, but it gets harder as you go, and there's like 300 levels or something like that, so you're not gonna get it done. Like, I was stuck on level 40, I think, for quite some time. Now, the one you're looking at right now is actually a butterfly level, so there's these butterflies, and they work the exact same way. You want to be able to match them up, so if you see a blue, then you want to move the blue and get rid of another butterfly. And there's a bunch of different things you can use. You can kind of see at the bottom, and I'll show you the crafting system here in a little bit. But there's different things. I obviously had like the dev version while I was here, so I had like 1,000 crafted things for each one. That's kind of cheating, I know, but I wanted to freaking craft some stuff and be able to show you guys some cool stuff. But anyway, the biggest problem with this one is you can't let those butterflies, they always start from the bottom and they slowly work their way up. Now, if you like move some stuff or you happen to move things below them, they will move down, or if you eliminate them, you obviously eliminate them, but you don't want them to get to the very top, because if they get to the top, then you lose instantly, no matter how many moves you have left. So you gotta try your hardest to match everything up. Now, it's awesome to get what you can see right here, where you get like the explosion, the fire gem, as well as what's happening. I don't know the exact terminology for some of these gems, but sometimes they have this little like crystal that goes on top of them, and if you match them up, it just goes psh, psh, and it goes like each way that you can possibly think of, and it totally blasts all the gems around you. So on this one, I'm trying to eliminate butterflies. There'll be some where you have to eliminate butterflies, you have to eliminate like glass, there's glass on there, there's different stones that you'll have to eliminate, so it's just a ton of crazy stuff. Now, the most addicting part of this game, for me at least, and I didn't really play Candy Crush. I was never, like, I watched so many people play it whenever we were on the way to Germany on the plane, and it looked fun, but I just was never into match 3 games until I got invited to this event, and I got to try this one out, and I tried it a couple days before, and it actually had me. I was like up to level 25 before I got there, But the most addicting part to me is there's things that you can collect. You can link it with your friends, and you can have the things where you beat their scores. So obviously if I get like 220,000 on one and they get like 260,000, I don't care if I got 3 stars on it. I'm gonna want to go back and get that more, like 300,000. I want to go for 300,000. And so on this one right here, it was getting a little bit difficult for me in the most part, as you can see. But if you get lucky sometimes, it's all based on luck when it comes to what gems are going to drop at the top. But if you happen to get some kind of like explosion from one of the fire gems down below, then you can just freaking unleash a like wrath of amazement that goes on at the top. And you can end up getting rid of stuff. I think I've got through one time. I was playing it and I had maybe like 6 moves or something, and it wasn't like a very difficult one, but I ended up getting through it. This one got scary because I only had 4 moves left. So I decided to use one of my spells. And those are the things that you can see down here. You can create these. You can actually make them, like, you'll have different gems. As you can see, there'll be some special gems that'll show up on the board. And as you're winning, as well as whenever you're doing different things, you're collecting these gems. Like when I fed that chicken gave me a gem. Or there's like the daily llama. I'll show you. There's a llama that asks you daily questions. You collect gems, and with those gems, you craft stuff that will allow you to be able to do what you just saw me do on the board, where I just like electrocuted a bunch of different things. That's the sort of stuff that you have to do if you feel like you're not going to be able to complete the level, or maybe you just want to get done with the level quicker. You have an opportunity. You don't have to. All of these levels are actually beatable just without using any of the stuff. But if you're my kind of player and you're like, you know what, I'm going to craft it. If I don't have enough gems, I'm probably going to pay the coins or whatever they have on there for me to make the gems. Then you will probably use them. I'm down to 2 moves right now, and I'm like, you know what? I can't have this happen. I'm down to 2 moves. So I do a swap of the board to see if we can move some stuff around, to see if that'll help me out. That doesn't quite help me out completely, so I decide I'm going to have 1 move left. There's got to be something that I can do here. So what do I do with that 1 move? I don't even... I lost! I don't even remember losing that one. Holy... Oh! If you lose at the end, you can pay 50 coins, and you can just keep going. So if you have coins, which I had a ton of coins here, obviously, so that's not really fair, but you can purchase the coins, you can continue going with moves and try it. So I completed the level, as you can see right here, but it did take me like an extra 5. So there's different ways for you to be able to do this, and you might be, oh, did I not even get a star right there? I didn't even get a star right there. I'm actually pretty upset about that. But anyway, so back to the llama, what I was saying, this is another way for you to get gems. He'll ask you a daily question, and you've collected these different emoticons. You start out with all the cats, but you've collected these different little badges throughout the time that you're opening chests, which I'll show you a chest opening here in a second. But you decide to answer it the way that you want on there. Now, every time you answer it, it's not gonna be like the right answer, but he'll still give you a sticker. And then once you get to the complete end of the stickers, which I think you get them like every 15 hours or so you can't do what I'm doing right here. I just happen to have like a cheat unlock. You can see it says cheat, I think, below it, so I can unlock it. Then he opens up a gift and he gives you something. Let's see what he's gonna give us. See, those are huge. The orange gem like that, that's really hard to come by, so that's pretty sick. So I use the llama feature very frequently. Now, there's other things that you can do on here in order to do that. The llama's one of them. There is the chicken. And then what are some of the other ones? Oh, you can play like a daily challenge. The daily challenge are almost something that you would never see or be able to complete. Although if you use the cheats a little bit, or if you use the little spells that you create, then you kind of have a little bit more of an opportunity to be able to do that. But I did 1. I think I've actually completed, no, I've completed 2. I've completed 2 on my actual account on my phone, and so I've done that. And throughout the time that you earn these stars and you go through the different levels, you earn these chests. And when you open these chests, this is like the time that you're able to get the different, like, I call them emoticons, emojis, whatever you want to call them, but they may not look that cool, but over time, once you start to build up and get a lot of these emojis, you'll have like all these different ones. There's different colored chests, by the way. If you want to do like purchasing of chests, I'll probably show you that in the next video, but they're like 200 coins, 100 coins, and maybe 50 coins or something like that. But once these build up, then you'll be like showing your friends and being like, I got the chicken. I just got the freaking chicken. We're gonna tap and open a red one right here. I think that's a tennis ball. Did we just get a tennis ball right there? I'm not entirely sure, but as you can see, it like slowly but surely starts to build up. I think I kept opening them here. I did like a full, I think I'll show in the next video. I did a full freaking chest opening, and I just continuously opened chests. But it's a pretty cool feature. Now, like, the coolest feature for me has to be where you can create the spells. I think creating the spells is like totally sick, because it kind of reminds me of some of the games I played. Let me think of some of the ones I would think of, like Fallout. You know, whenever you like do the chemistry part of Fallout and you have to collect the different things in order to do that. So you go around the world and you collect different things. Well, that's the kind of stuff that I like to do. So you can actually do that in this game. I think I'm going to show it to you here in a little bit. I'm continuously just opening chests. But I'll show you these spells. And in order for you to do that, you have to go down to this little diamond area. What am I doing right here? I'm trying to even understand what I'm doing right. Oh, I'm showing you my emoticons. So see, this is where you collect the emoticons. So that's a really cool place to do that. And you can like send messages to your friends. If you have friends on Facebook, which I don't happen to have any on here right now, you can send messages to your friends and you can do it with the emoticons. So you can put like, I heart cats or something like that. Or you can just call it like the little, they have the poop emoji and everything. So it's pretty freaking funny. Now, if you want to craft some shiz, I can make a chicken treat right now. You gotta have all those gems. You've noticed that I was collecting those gems randomly whenever I was playing the match. A few of them pop up when you're actually in a level. Other ways you have to do it is like the way I showed you through the chicken, or just by completing a level, you get gems that way. There's a ton of different things you can craft. You don't start out with all of these when you're crafting though. You start out with like none, I think. You might actually start out with the chicken treat, but you start out with a few, and as you work your way through the levels, you get them. So I just got to 40. I think I'm in the level 40, and I just got the Blazing Steed, which is sick. If you get a chance to use it, the Blazing Steed, the fire gems, like I said, are like a big deal. So the Blazing Steed actually lights up. He'll run across, as a steed will run across the map. I'm gonna show it to you probably in the next video, but he will light up the entire bottom of the map, and then he will create just a plethora of burning gems at the bottom, and with those gems you can just sit there and just blow up the map. But the way that it happens is you have to have the gems, or you can purchase the gems, but if you've obviously earned them, you have to have them. You put them into crafting. You can wait for however long it takes for it to craft, or if you're impatient like me, you could just craft it whenever the hell you want. You just hit hurry and you pay the coins, and that's kind of how you do it. So the game itself is pretty awesome. I am actually addicted to it. I will play it. I will try to get to the 300th level on my second channel, but that is going to be it for what I'm showing you guys for today. If you guys did enjoy this, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget, I know it's not FIFA, but it's just a second upload, and it's a preview to my second channel. Check out my second channel, link in the description down below, and until next time, see you guys later.